Hello everybody, welcome to this video. Now in the previous video we had seen the sunburst chart. Now in this video we'll be talking about another important chart which is known as the scatter chart. In this video we'll be discussing the basics of scatter chart, and then in the upcoming videos we'll be talking about the different types of scatter charts. So let us start with our scatter chart. So first of all we will see that what is a scatter chart. A scatter chart, which is also called an XY chart, it plots the data points on a graph using two numerical values. So normally in the charts like column chart or bar chart, we are using, let's say, one categorical variable and one numerical variable. But in the scatter chart, we have to always take two numerical values. We are having here also the x-axis and y-axis. X-axis is the independent variable and y-axis will be the dependent variable. Each point represents a pair of values. So whatever the point that we are plotting on the scatter chart, it will be showing you one value of x and one value of y. Unlike line charts, scatter charts do not assume equal spacing between data points. Now what is this point? See, normally when we are creating a line chart, and in the line chart, if we are showing the different months, so let's say January, February, March, April, May onwards. So in case of line chart, let us assume that you are having data of January, then February, and then directly you are having the data of May. So in line chart, we don't see the unequal spacing. Let's say between January and February and between February and May, the spacing is equal. This is what we mean by this particular line. Now, in case of scatter chart, suppose if you are having, let's say the value 1, 2, and then 5. So between 2 and 5, there is no other value. So in case of scatter chart, the spacing between the 1 and 2 and the spacing between 2 and 5 will not be equal. The spacing between 2 and 5 will be much more than the spacing between 1 and 2. So this is what we mean by this particular sentence, that is, unlike line charts, scatter charts do not assume equal spacing between the data points. Now let us go for the uses of scatter charts. So scatter charts are used when you want to analyze relationship between two variables. So let's say I want to analyze the relationship between sales and profit. So I want to know that if the sales increases, whether profit increases or not, or whether profit decreases if the sales increases. So here we are having the common uses. First one is identifying the relationships or correlation. Example is advertising spend versus sales revenue. If we spend more money on the advertising, whether our sales revenue will increase or not. So that if we want to analyze, then we have to use the scatter chart. The second one is detecting the trends or patterns. So here we can identify whether there is any trend or pattern between the two numerical variables, whether it is linear, curved, or maybe there is no relationship between the two variables. Third one is finding the outliers or unusual values. So here we are talking about the outliers. So outliers means those which are very far off from the regular point. So let me give an example. Let's say we are having a classroom, and in the classroom the average height of the students is around, let's say, 5 feet 8 inches. In the classroom we may also have some students whose height is above 6 feet. You can say that those people are considered as outliers because their height are very high, and there may be some students whose height is very less, okay, let's say around 5 feet, then they are also considered as outliers. Okay, so this is just an example. If you want to find the outliers, or you can say unusual values, then you can do it very well with the scatter chart. The fourth point says that scientific and statistical analysis. So we can do analysis based on the experiment, research. We can take any engineering data. We can talk about, let's say, the correlation between the temperature and pressure. The fifth use is regression and forecasting. So in case of scatter chart, we can also create a trend line, and then we can see whether we are having positive trend or negative trend, or there is no trend. Then what are the advantages of scatter chart? The first one is it shows relationship clearly. So as we have discussed earlier, that if you want to find the correlation between the two variables, that can be easily shown with the help of the scatter chart. Second one, it handles the uneven data intervals. So as I've discussed earlier, that whenever you are plotting on the x-axis the values, and if the values are not in a that equal sequence, then definitely you can use this scatter chart very easily. Third one is identifies the outliers easily. So outliers you can very well identify in the scatter chart. Fourth one, supports trend lines. So Excel allows here various types of trend lines like linear, logarithmic, polynomial, moving average, etc. So that can add more information to your chart. And the fifth advantage is suitable for large data sets. So even if we are having, let's say, 10,000 record or 100,000 record, we should not worry. We can easily use the scatter chart. Now let us see the disadvantages of scatter chart. So the first disadvantage is this, that it is not suitable for categorical data. So let's say if I'm having some categorical variable, suppose gender, then I cannot use it over here, because as I said earlier at the starting of this video, that in the scatter chart we have to always take two numerical variables. Second one, hard to interpret for beginners. Whenever you are new to this scatter chart, then it takes some time to analyze this data. The third one is overlapping points can cause clutter. Let's say at one particular area we are having lot of points. Sometimes it is not easy to analyze those kind of points which are very near to each other. Does not show totals or proportions, so not useful for part to whole analysis. So normally for part to whole analysis we use the charts like pie chart, donut chart and the tree map, but here it is not possible when we want to see the part to whole relationship. Multiple series can confuse viewers. Too many series reduce the readability. Sometimes you may have to take three numerical variables or four numerical variables, so that is not easy to understand. I would suggest you to go for two numerical variables, x and y. Now, what are the different types of scatter charts? So we are having scatter chart which is having only the markers. Then we have the scatter chart with smooth lines, scatter chart with straight lines, and scatter chart with markers and lines. So in the upcoming videos, we will talk more about these different types of scatter chart. So friends, here we have seen the basics of the scatter chart. Now in the next video, I'll be showing you how to create a basic scatter chart. So see you then in the next video. Thank you very much.